What's up, everyone? It's November 6th, 2009, and that means it's time for a Friday Night Smackdown review. And since there's nothing exciting to say about Smackdown, let's just start the review. Alright, what's up, everyone? It is time to start the review. Let me start off by saying first, thanks to all my subscribers, everyone's rated and commented my videos. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Alright, it is so sad to see SmackDown have such a huge fall from grace. This SmackDown is just... I started watching the show and I thought Undertaker coming out was just boring. I mean, Undertaker, his promo was okay, but him coming out, it was like, what a awesome way to start SmackDown. This rut that SmackDown is in is not looking like it's gonna end anytime soon. You still got Batista, and we'll talk at the end of the episode, at the end of the show, more reasons why SmackDown is not as good as it used to be. So let's start the review. SmackDown starts with Undertaker coming out. He cut a promo. And Chris Jericho comes out, and Chris Jericho talks about it being the first time that these two have really faced each other in a match after almost 10 years that Chris Jericho's been in and 20 years that Undertaker has been in. Sorry, I was looking for something. Maybe I was looking for when SmackDown used to be good. Alright, the first match of the night, Dolph Ziggler and the Hart Dynasty versus John Morrison and Crime Time. Dolph Ziggler and the Hart Dynasty win. It was an okay match to start the show, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. It wasn't, I mean, that's basically average. It was really, I'm tired of seeing the Hart Dynasty and Crime Time in a match. And even though these two put on good matches, Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison, it's deja vu all over again. It's just getting kind of old seeing these guys in matches, and no matter how many different combinations the WWE tries to put together, it's still the same thing. So come on, let's think of something new, please. Alright, next we have Josh Matthews talking with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio saying that Batista's going to see a side of him that we've never seen before. Are you going to unmask? Because unless you unmask, really, there's nothing really that I think we're going to see that we've never seen before. Alright, and you can even see Rey Mysterio's face on YouTube. Just type it in and you'll find it when he unmasks himself. Alright, Beth Phoenix versus some jobber from New Jersey named Brooke Carter, whatever the fuck her name was. The match, 1.5 out of 5. It wasn't really a match. It was obviously just Beth Phoenix showing her power up. There was something kind of sexy about Beth Phoenix, if I do say so myself, man. She was kind of, I mean, even though she's still built like a man, there's something kind of sexy about her. I liked it. Alright, next we have Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Wang Yang. Basically, Drew McIntyre comes out. Jimmy Wang Yang comes out. Jimmy Wang Yang goes up on the top rope to, pose for pictures or whatever. Drew McIntyre knocks him down, and Jimmy Wang Yang saying, "Oh, I'm going to, you should ring the bell still, because I stand a chance in hell of being Drew McIntyre." Alright, and so basically Drew McIntyre goes ahead and beats the shit out of Jimmy Wang Yang. Then Batista does a backstage interview with Josh Matthews. Nose ring and all. You can see, I noticed that last week, but I wasn't sure if it was a nose ring. But I think this week we can see that Batista has a nose ring, and that is very manly of you, Batista. Kudos. Not saying that there's anything wrong with men having nose rings. Don't get me wrong, people. All right, the next match: Rey Mysterio versus Mike Knox. Not bad of a match, actually. So we're gonna give this one a 3 out of 5. By the way, Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Wang Yang, 1 out of 5. Who cares? And Drew McIntyre. Really, how does Vince McMahon expect us to believe that he's a future world champion when he's doing the same shit that he does with every up-and-coming star, puts him in squash matches? That doesn't prove anything if they can beat up Jimmy Wang Yang. My little brother could beat up Jimmy Wang Yang. I mean, come on. And I love Jimmy Wang Yang, but come on. Drew McIntyre needs to step in the ring with somebody who is, vetted and who is, really good in the ring so that he can show his skills off, because right now Drew McIntyre is slowly falling into a situation where he is just not going to be elevating up the ranks of the WWE. Alright, we have, as I said, Rey Mysterio versus Mike Knox. I'm going on a bunch of tangents. Rey Mysterio versus Mike Knox. Like I said, it was a pretty good matchup, actually. Mike Knox always seems to have good matches, even though he never wins. I think he's one of the wrestlers who can really do well in a match, and then even though he loses, and Rey Mysterio can make anybody look good in the ring. Basically, he's just that damn good. But Rey Mysterio ends up winning the matchup. Okay. The next match tonight is R-Truth versus CM Punk with Scott Armstrong as referee. R-Truth and CM Punk. This was a longer match than I thought it would be, and it was a little better than I thought it would be. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3.5 out of 5. Or no, a 3 out of 5. Sorry, and that's what I'm gonna give it. 3 out of 5. Basically ends when CM Punk goes for a pin against R-Truth. R-Truth kicks out of 2. CM Punk tells Scott Armstrong he needs to count faster. R-Truth goes with the roll up, and Scott Armstrong does a quick 1, 2, 3 count and screws over CM Punk. Alright, then we have Mickie James, Layla, and Michelle McCool doing a backstage promo. Who gives a shit? So the main event of the night is Matt Hardy versus Batista. Matt Hardy wins via disqualification after Batista knocks Matt Hardy in the back with the television monitor. This match, 2.5 out of 5. It's a main event and it sucks. It just sucked bad. Reason number 1, Batista's not a good wrestler. Reason number 2, Matt Hardy's not a good wrestler. The show sucked ass. SmackDown, it was literally a chore to go get through this episode. I mean, it was just, I don't know what to say. This is just a boring era of SmackDown, basically. And there are a couple of reasons for that. And I'm going to go ahead and give the show a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. That is low. That is lower than any other rating. That is lower than Raw. The lowest Raw rating I gave. It was just a bad SmackDown to watch. I did not enjoy it. Even though there were some bits and pieces, it didn't come together as a show, and it was just terrible. I don't think that I've ever thought that SmackDown was heading in a worse direction than right now, but it is just not good. A couple reasons for that. Number 1, Jeff Hardy is not on SmackDown. I'm telling you, Jeff Hardy brought some kind of excitement that no other star has been able to bring. He was single-handedly the reason why many people watched SmackDown in the first place, when he was since December of 2008 on, till he left the WWE. Number 2, Batista's on SmackDown. Batista is in Vince's eyes a main event player. Batista in the fans' eyes is a lethargic fool. He is just not a good wrestler. He's all, all muscle and no excitement. Matt Hardy's in the main event. No offense, Matt Hardy is a veteran, and he's been there for a long time, and he deserves to be up there, but he's out of shape and just blah. Undertaker, your world heavyweight champion, doesn't even show up some shows and barely wrestles. He wrestled, I know, 2 weeks ago against CM Punk, and I know he's injured, but boo-hoo, so too bad, so sad. WWE should have put the belt on him if he can't wrestle on SmackDown. That is just stupid. And reason number whatever I'm at to, because I lost my count. SmackDown is just bad. So this is just a rant. It seems like the way I rated some of the matches that it shouldn't deserve a 3 out of 10, but it deserves a 3 out of 10 because the matches, even the bits and pieces that were good, just didn't bode well to be a good show. So Survivor Series is in a couple of weeks. I'll be there, so that's going to be super exciting. Hopefully it's a good show. I really do hope that it's a good show. Okay, next week WWE is going to be in the United Kingdom, so that should be interesting to see. So like I said, the question tonight: what do you think of SmackDown? Is it as good as it was earlier on this year, like after the draft, or is it bad like I think it is? Because I think it's pretty bad right now. Also, don't forget, send in questions. The first Wednesday show is going to start next week, so send in any questions about the WWE, and I'll be more than glad to give you a shout out and answer those questions. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to drink your milk and eat your vitamins. Catch you next time, people.